Alright, what's going on, trainers? Just want to give you the general overview of how our live programming system works, okay? So each workout will consist of an hour long. It'll always start with our dynamic warm-up. We'll have our core workout. It's all based off periodization, which we'll delve into a little deeper further down the road, okay? Then some type of metabolic, general conditioning, or strength finisher, okay? Now delving into each week, our dynamic warm-up will run for 4-week cycles at a time and switch, all right? It'll kind of blend to the next week. Every 4 weeks, it'll differ, okay? Looking at the weeks now, our workout A that's prescribed for each week will run on Mondays and Tuesdays consistently, okay? Workout B will run on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and workout C will be on Fridays and Saturdays, okay? We'll delve into the periodization of those programs and what that means later on, but moving forward, every Monday and every Tuesday we will run workout A, regardless if that's their first or second time hitting that workout, okay? B, Wednesdays and Thursdays, regardless, and workout C, Friday and Saturday. Beautiful. All right, what's going on, crew? For a little extra clarity on our live programming system and how this is gonna work. So, going into the building, we're gonna memorize our dynamic warm-up, since that runs in our 4-week cycles. That's gonna be our constant for a month at a time, okay? Now, each week there are 3 different workouts that run throughout that week. For your respective shift, you'll be memorizing, say you work Monday and Wednesday, you're gonna memorize workout A and also workout B, okay? If you work Tuesday and Friday, for example, workout A, workout C, okay? These will be the constants. Monday and Tuesday will always be workout A running. Wednesday and Thursday, always workout B, and then Friday and Saturday, always workout C. What's going on, guys? We're gonna cover the equipment needed for week 28, routine A, all right? We're gonna need a kettlebell, a small step. We will need a medicine ball or a small kettlebell as a substitute, and the cable system. The rest of the exercises are body weight. Now in some of these workouts, I want you to identify the fixed piece of equipment. So in this case, the cable system is fixed. We cannot move it. So I invite you to bring your equipment closer to the cable system to complete this workout. All right, crew. So here we're going to cover how to write up your workout. This is going to be routine A for week 28. This routine consists of stability with our metabolic finisher, okay? Our first block, we're going to focus on block 1 with our 2 exercises. We have a reverse lunge from a box for 6 reps each leg. Exercise B will be a racked sumo squat for 6 reps, and we're going to repeat these 2 for a total of 4 sets. Second block after our rest, we'll go into block 2. Exercise A will be a push-up with a medicine ball switch for 12 total reps. Exercise B will be a single arm split stance low cable row for 12 reps apiece, 3 total sets through. Block 3, exercise A will be a side plank up against the wall for a total of 30 seconds each side. Exercise B will be an arm lift plank for 12 reps apiece for 3 total sets. Our metabolic finisher will consist of a sprint to a slam. We'll have 1 lap of a sprint and 10 slams for 2 to 3 total rounds. All right, crew, what's happening? This is block number 1 in routine A for week 28. So our first exercise, we have a contralateral reverse lunge from box. So we'll be cleaning the kettlebell up to the rack position. We'll have our working leg, the opposite leg that we're holding the kettlebell from, on the box. We'll be stepping down. So from here, reverse lunging from box. Maintaining a flat foot, kettlebell nice and tight. 6 reps apiece. All right. Regressions from here, reducing weight or removing weight completely. Regressions from body weight would be to remove the additional range of motion. So body weight, reverse lunge. From here, we would switch the furthest regression, a TRX reverse lunge, limited range of motion, okay? Exercise B for block 1 will be a racked sumo squat So here we'll be utilizing 2 kettlebells for optimal tier 1. Clean them up, front rack position, sumo squat, outside of the shoulder width stance, kettlebell is nice and tight, breaking from the hips, hitting the old sumo. Regression from here, single kettlebell goblet squat, nice and tight, sumo. Regression from there, body weight sumo. From there, TRX sumo. Block number 2. Block number 2, we have a push-up with a medicine ball switch. So here we can utilize these if the gym has it. All of our gyms I know have the big wall balls, okay? So what this exercise is gonna look like, set it off to the side. Optimally, we'll be up on the toes. We'll hit our push-up, shift on the one arm, switch sides, switch sides. Regression from here to the knees. Just make sure that they maintain a nice straight hip. Same deal, push up, switch, push up, switch. All right. Regression from there, take away the switch, maintain the knees. Regressions from there, reduce range of motion, boxes, higher plyo boxes, even to a wall. All right. Exercise B for block number 2. We have a single arm, split stance, low pulley row. So here, contralateral split stance, working arm, opposite leg is forward, planted. Get a lead on that cable, good hinge, strong back, rowing, nice and low. Each side for the allotted reps. Switch stance, get your lead, good hinge, contact in the heel, rowing nice and low. All right, regressions are weight, reduce the angle of the body. So if need be, raise it just a little bit higher so they don't have that hip hinge. Nice lead on the cable still. Single arm row with our contralateral split stance. All right. All right, guys. Our metabolic finisher for week 28, routine A, we'll have a sprint. We're gonna sprint the total length of the turf, and we'll have 10 slams, 2 to 3 rounds, okay? So I'm back up to the end of the turf, hit a good sprint, we'll run as fast or quickly as possible, return back to the medicine ball, and we'll hit our 10 slams. Okay, remember our regressions for those slams, keeping the head up so the ball isn't bouncing up to the face. If they're having trouble hinging deep, we're just gonna go as far as we can, avoid that slam, and up overhead. Good hinging at the waist. What's up, trainers? Today we're gonna cover routine B for week 28. Pretty simple routine, you're only gonna need a couple pieces of equipment. Just kettlebells, varying in weight for the different exercises, and also plyo boxes. I want you to consider your client's ability, and have the varying heights available and ready. And that's it for week 28, exercise routine B. All right, crew, this is week 28, routine B. It's gonna be predominantly power phase, coupled with our general conditioning finisher, okay? So starting off, we're gonna have superset 1, consisting of 2 exercises. Exercise A will be a tall kneeling overhead press for 5 reps. Exercise B will be a 2-point kettlebell row for 5 reps apiece, 5 total sets. Moving on to the second block, exercise A, we're gonna have a staggered stance, single arm kettlebell deadlift for 10 reps apiece. B, a contralateral lacked Bulgarian split squat for 10 reps apiece, 3 total sets. Moving on to block 3, exercise A, we will have a push-up with posterior rotation, 10 reps apiece. B, a double arm farmer's carry for 1 lap, a total of 3 sets. Our general conditioning finisher will consist of another superset. Exercise A will be a broad jump for a total of 40 seconds. So as many broad jumps as they can fit in that specific time frame. We're gonna have a 15-second rest. And exercise B We're gonna have explosive step ups on our plyo box, again for 40 seconds, alternating reps. All right, trainers. Today we're gonna cover exercises and modifications for routine B, week 28. We've got a superset first, a tall kneeling kettlebell overhead press. So from the knees, tight glutes, overhead. Nice and steady. Regressions from there, of course, weight. If they're having trouble getting down to the floor and kneeling, I'd have them just stand. Same deal. Overhead press. Exercise B, we'll have a 2-point row. So here we've got a normal split stance for our row. Good hinge at that waist. 1 point here, 1 point here. 5 reps. Each arm. Good hinge in that waist. Nice draw in that shoulder. Try to avoid any trunk rotation, okay? Regressions from here. Weight again. If they're having trouble bending over, you can have them rise up a little higher. Hold on to any form of rack or box. Integrated bench if need be. We should be okay. All right. Block 2 for routine B, week 28. We have a staggered stance, single arm, kettlebell deadlift. All right. So relatively nice lead step, flat foot, pressure in the heel, comfortable step back, toes planted. Make sure their hips are nice and lined up. We're gonna hinge from the waist. Working leg will be out front. Kettlebell here. Staggered stance deadlift. All right. 10 reps apiece. What I want you to focus on for this one is the shift in the hips and the loading of the glute and the hamstring. Hips forward. 10 each side. All right. Regressions from here are always the weight. Most basic regression, we go to a normal kettlebell deadlift. All right, so just a normal stance. Remember, good hinge at the waist, tight back, compression of the legs, glute and hammy. If they're having trouble bending down that far, reduce the range of motion. Okay, so Susie Q can't bend down, touch the toes, bring that kettlebell up a little higher. All right, got 10 reps. All right, second exercise, we're gonna have a contralateral Raft Bulgarian split squat. All right, so the contralateral will always mean weight is on the opposite side of the working limb. Okay, Bulgarian split squat, we have the back leg elevated. All right, so I would rack, kettlebell first, keep her tight tucked, sitting on forearm, extend, find that box. Remember, keep the hips level, dropping down and back into that lead leg. Nice and steady. 10 reps each side. Regressions from here, remove weight, keep box, body weight, Bulgarian split. From here, regress to a normal split squat, staggered stance. You can have weight if need be, if not, body weight. Essentially a stationary reverse lunge. Loading the lead leg. All right. Trouble from there, regress to TRX work here, or even if need be, regress to a fully modified TRX bodyweight squat. All right. All right, crew. We're going to cover block 3 of routine B for week 28. All right. So this is all we're going to do. We have a push-up with posterior rotation. So what this looks like, optimally, wider base, then hit our push-up, let the feet flop to the side, posterior rotation. Back up, feet flop, follow through, here. Okay. From here we can revert to the knees, same deal. Push, skate here, reach, push, flop, reach. Too difficult with the posterior rotation, regress to the push-up, basic push-up. Okay. Exercise B for block 3. We have a double farmer's carry. So kettlebell each hand, varying weight, feel them out. It's always safest to start them a little lighter. Here, good deadlift up. We're staying nice and tight. Both kettlebells. We're gonna do a full length of that turn. Regressions in weight. All right. All right, crew. Now we've got the general conditioning finisher for routine B, week 28. We've got timed intervals, 40 seconds work, and 20 seconds rest. So here, exercise A, we'll have 40 seconds of a broad jump, okay? So optimally, good hinge at the waist, launch, jump, all right? Spin, here, broad jumping, all right? Regressions, short that range of motion. Basic regression is called a puddle jumper. So what we can do is grab some sort of low box or even a mat, okay, if they're more comfortable. And just like we're jumping over a puddle, jumping, switching the lead leg, each step, the old puddle jumpers. Exercise B for that general conditioning will be explosive step-ups, again for time. So here, explosive up, here, switch. Just trying to break contact with those feet, all right? Regression from there, just be alternating step-ups without the plyometrics, without breaking contact. So up, 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 alternating. What's up, crew? We're gonna cover the equipment needed for week 28, routine C, all right? So starting off, we'll have a physio ball or a bench coupled with a dumbbell. We'll be needing kettlebells, sliders, medicine ball, a resistance band tied to the top of the rig, looped through, and also I would keep a soft plyo box close to you for probable regressions. For our burpees, shortening the range of motion, keep them tight, hinging here, or the walkouts. All right, trainers, we're going to cover week 28, routine C, predominantly strength, coupled with our isolated finisher. Starting off the routine, we'll have another block of supersets. Exercise A will be a single arm incline press. This can be completed with either a dumbbell or kettlebell for 15 reps apiece. Exercise B will have a hand-to-hand swing completed with a kettlebell for 15 reps apiece, or 30 total, for 3 total rounds. Block 2, exercise A will have a resistance band skier for 15 total reps. Exercise B, we have a burpee, 15 total reps for 3 total sets. Block number 3, exercise A, we have a combination of a pike, a tuck, and a run completed with sliders for 10 reps apiece for all 3 exercises. Exercise B, we'll have a bottom-loaded windmill completed with a kettlebell or dumbbell for 10 reps each side, 3 total sets. Our isolated finisher to hit the arms. Exercise A, we'll have a medicine ball crush curl for 12 total reps. Exercise B, we'll have a double resistance band overhead extension for 12 total reps, 3 total sets. What's going on, guys? We're going to cover workout C for week 28. All right, our first exercise, we have a single arm kettlebell incline press. Optimally, we're going to hit this one with the physio ball. You can regress to a bench as well. My suggestions here, keep that kettlebell nice and tight, resting on the starting thigh. Walk your way down that ball. So upper back and head are supported. We're going to keep that butt low for that incline press, okay? So here, dumbbell here, butt down, torso up. Up, nice, smooth and steady. We'll have 15 reps apiece, 3 sets, okay? For our regression, take that instability to a solid surface, same deal. Here, we want a relatively low incline so we can still stimulate that chest and a little less shoulders, so we don't want to be up too high. Nice, relatively mild incline, good feet spacing. 15 reps apiece. Exercise number 2, or B, we'll have a hand-to-hand kettlebell swing. So my recommendations for this, nice shoulder width stance, maybe even a little wider. Start with that thumb pointing behind the hips, so pointing behind the bum. Up, spin the palm, twist. Palms face each other at the top, thumb points behind the bum at the hinge. Things I want you to watch for, kettlebell swings are all in the hips, all right? So we want to focus on that nice hip hinge, okay? Hips forward, squeezing the butt cheeks, throwing that kettlebell with the forearms. Regressions, double hand swing, okay? Same deal, same body mechanics, just utilizing both hands. And then from there, regressing in weight. If they're having trouble with that kettlebell swing, let's regress to a regular kettlebell deadlift, so we can still get that hip hinge. Smooth and steady. All right, here we're gonna cover block 2 for routine C, week 28. We're gonna start off with some resistance band skiers. So we're gonna loop the band across the top of our rig on our purple turf area. We're gonna hold either side of the band, palms facing each other. Get a relative lead here. So feet about hip width apart. You're gonna focus just like you're skiing downhill, shooting the buns out, following through with the hands. All right? We're turning those arms up to the ears. Regressions, skinnier, resistance band. If they're having trouble with this resistance, you can do the same exercise on the cable system. Give you a little peek. But with that cable system, I want you to be a little less dynamic with the movement, so we're not jarring those cables. And we're just focusing on that resistance, like a front pull down to the left. Those resistance bands are a little too difficult. Nice and high with that cable system. And then same general concept, good hinge. I want you to be a little less dynamic. Focus on the hips, drawing her down, following up, drawing her down, following up. Okay? Nice and smooth. Exercise B for block 2. We've got our burpees. So again, dropping hands to the floor, kicking feet out. Nice plyometric exercise. Regressions here. We can take the push-up out of the burpee. So just dropping, kicking, up. Regressions from here. Integrate the box. So reducing that range of motion. We've got our 12-inch box and our 18-inch box. So regressions from here, less of a drop, kick, up. Easiest form of the burpee, higher box, have hinge, or step outs. All right. What's going on, guys? We're gonna cover block 3 for routine C for week 28. We've got our triple threat here with the sliders, our pike, our tuck, and our run for 10 reps apiece. So optimally, we'll have these sliders, toes centered on the sliders here. Our first one, the pike, hands underneath the shoulders. We're gonna jet the hips up into the air, engaging forward hip flexors. 10 of these buggers total. Next one, our tuck. Reverse crunch, both legs together. We're going to drive the knees up towards the elbows. 10 of them babies total. And we're switching to the mountain climbers. Start with one leg up, make it a little easier. 10 runs total. Regressions from here. For our pike, we can ixnay the sliders. And we can go for the old inchworms. A little bit of wider stance, hinging from the waist. Then walking my body out. Nice and steady. If that's too difficult, let's reduce that range of motion and work from the bench and switch, walking the legs out. All right. Next, for our reverse crunch, same deal, easiest regression, reduce that range of motion. So here, one leg at a time, up. All right, same deal for our mountain climbers. We utilize that higher box there. Exercise B, bottom loaded windmill. These ones are a little tricky. Make it a little easier. We want the toes pointing in the same direction, almost in line with each other, just a little staggered. Kettlebell on the inside arm with that extended leg, arm up. We're going to hinge from the waist, maintaining a flat foot, hinge and twist. Maintain that point towards the ceiling, flat footing. 10 of those each side. For our finisher. All right, this will be our isolated finisher for week 28, routine C. First exercise, we're going to have a medicine ball crush curl. So hold a medicine ball or dumbbell if we need to increase the intensity. We're just going to squeeze that weight with the palms, open grip, maintain pressure, and hit our curls from here. Extending those fingers wide the entire time and focusing on good internal pressure with the chest and biceps. Of 12 of those total. Keep these nice and close to the rig. We're going to utilize the resistance band attached to the top of the rig here for our overhead tricep extension. Good split stance. Weight evenly distributed. Elbows up by the temple. Extending those forearms. Keep that core engaged so it's not rocking us back, and we're isolating the back of the arms. Smooth and steady. Again, reduce the size of the resistance band, reduce the size of the ball. It's a little too difficult reaching overhead. We can drop that resistance band down or just spin the body and face so we can have our elbows nice and tight to the body in front of us for our push downs.